today.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
they caught us now. Okay, we live?
Yeah, now we need to be quiet.
Yeah, so don't say any secrets. Are we good?
Yeah, you start.
Can we start? Okay. Bismillah. Dear friends, thank you for being here with us today. I'm extremely excited about this session, but I need to confess a bit before we start. I have a few confessions to say, one of which is I think this is probably my second moderation. I've never done any moderation interviews. I have no clue, so I don't know where this is going, but I'm excited about it. And the second is I'm not going to stick to any script. I'm just going to have an open conversation with an amazing man, and I'm sure he needs no introduction. I mean, Patrice Evra, everyone knows him, but you'll know a different angle of him today. That he was amazing on the pitch, but he's done also amazing stuff off the pitch in the digital world and in media, and I'm sure he's going to talk about it. Honored and humbled to be with him in this conversation. But I need to ask you one question first. Um, how did you accept to be interviewed by an Arsenal fan?
Because they are my babies.
But,
And
but,
you know, in life, you always have to take care of your babies. You have to make them happy.
but you know I'm going to destroy you today.
It's fine. I destroy you for so many years. So at least, I mean, if you have one day you can destroy me, I'm really happy for you, my brother.
Okay, so we'll just keep it casual. We'll have a nice conversation. But you know where this is heading now. So let me start, Patrice. I'll start nicely with you. I've been hearing you were in New York.
Yeah.
You were in the United Nations. Maybe tell us about that trip. I mean, of course, I've read Patrice's book and I've read so many of what he's done here in the past. But let's talk about maybe United Nations and what you've done recently.
So, salam alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon. So, I've been in New York speaking at the UN because I'm an advocate of ending the violence against children. So, for me to speak in one of the most powerful podium in the world is just a dream, you know. If someone told me that when I was 10 years old, I will never believe that. When I was 13 years old, I was begging money in front of the shop to buy a sandwich. And
Sorry, Pat, I
sorry,
think the mic is gone.
you see, you didn't pay the bill.
No, you need to convert your team.
You see, you bring me and now the mic doesn't work.
You support Arsenal.
He did it on purpose. So no, like I was saying, if someone tell me about that, I won't believe it. But it's something I really care about it because when I was at the age of 13, I've been sexually abused. So right now, to be the voice of billions of children is more important than any trophy because, you know, I think children are the future. And if you know the statistic is one of two child gets physically abused or online abused or sexually abused, but we don't talk about it. Like, it mean like even half of this room, you know, can experience any kind of violence when he was a child. So I'm an advocate of that. I've been a champion on the pitch, but now I am a champion of children, and that's where my heart is. So that's why when I was in New York, it was amazing. They give me a big standing ovation after my speech, but it's not about me. It's about those billion of children because they are the future.
So, I mean, looking at your, are you playing with my mic now, or?
I don't know. I told you didn't pay the bill.
The bosses of AMF are over there, so
Where
we
is
can
it?
speak to them. So, I mean, if we focus on what he's done after the football career, I mean, like we all know, he's known for his football career. But if you look at his old social media platforms, he has more than 20 million plus followers
Yeah.
across all platforms.
Plus you.
Yeah,
You worth 10 million. So
I'm gonna unfollow you today. What made you really drive this ride this social media wave and really jump on this wave? And arguably now your fame is probably balanced between social media and football. So how did that happen?
no, but I'll be honest. People recognize me more, Mr. I love this game than even the footballer player. I love this game. It's just a philosophy of life. It's about never give up. You know, believe in your dream. That's what I did when I was a child. and it came by accident. I was someone I said I will never be on social media, being the captain of Man United, of the French national team, and Sir Alex Ferguson will never allow that back in the day. But what I think now with my social media, I get my freedom and I can reach like billion of people. And that's really important when you spread a positive message because your social media, you have to use it the right way. And I really feel blessed now. But if you ask me back in the day, if I will do that when I was playing I will say no.
I was just gonna say, Patrice, like if you see, I mean, the players, I think both of us, same.
Is the mic? Is up. You
I
want me?
think
I can put it on my nose. Is
No, I think it's both
is
of us.
no battery.
حتى عندي ما يشتغل صح؟ ما ينسمع؟
Where is the mic? It's
Mine is
working.
working. You guys can hear us? Maybe you need a headset. Okay. So yeah, maybe going back to the same point. I mean, you see players now, and those players are
Expose.
exposed. I mean, and you see it without mentioning names, but you see so many of those players. What is the balance between them using social media and not using it? Because they're all famous.
Yeah.
And maybe back in your days, because you're what, like 55 years old now?
I'm 42 in Europe and 60 in Senegal. So yeah. But
So yeah, I mean, in your time maybe there wasn't as much, but how can you use
they
it?
keep interrupting us.
Yeah. اوكي فانا البس هيدسет.
This is the last time I come to see.
I thought they were going to kick
I
us
give
out,
you
but-
one chance.
Okay, so you I'll leave this. Okay. Okay. فالبس اوكي وين السماعة؟ Okay.
Well, we have to move stage now.
I think they're kicking us out.
You didn't pay the rent for this stage.
It's not me.
Oh my God, Khalfan. So we have to start again, the whole session.
We restart. We restart.
Thank you.
Ah, okay, so this is the trick. Okay, now can you hear us?
Now it's good.
Perfect. Can you very well.
I can't hear myself, but it's fine.
Okay, maybe we focus, Patrice, on the social media and the impact of social media as a player. And would you have used it as much if in your prime you had the same access?
No, it's impossible because I won't think I will have the same outcome. When you play football, you have to sacrifice everything. And social media is a distraction. And you need to find the right balance. But when I was at Juventus, that's when also I start to have the social media because you already proved something. That's why I feel sorry for the new generation because everything they do, they really expose. And me, I will tell you the kind of level. Because if you want to play football, get famous, get some money, yeah, everyone can do that. But if you want to be consistent, I always say to reach the top of the pyramid is quite easy, but to stay at the top, that's when you have to make sacrifice. I remember my first son, Lenny, he was 3 years old. And one day I back home and he was crying. And I said, why you cry? He said, because I hate Manchester United. So I scared.
He has a point, though.
So I scared. No, I scared. I was like, maybe he's going to say he's an Arsenal fan or no. I said, why you hate Manchester United? He said, because they took my dad away. Because I sacrificed everything. And sometimes, even your own family, and I feel guilty to say that. So that's why when I see all those players, the new generation, they're not just footballers now. They are like a brand. And they need to, they are model, they do so many things, and they are distracted. And that's why also when they do one mistake, when they say one things, the fan, they don't understand. Sometimes they will do 1 minute video, and if they lose a game, they will say, oh, he's not training, he's not serious.
Yeah.
But this is, his private life.
But Pat, I see, to be honest, and again, without mentioning names, I see famous players that we all know. You feel like social media impacts them on the court. Like they get too distracted by fashion, by different stuff, and you see them so engaged on social media, and suddenly they transition away from it. So this is impacting the best sport that we all like.
Khalfan, I absolutely agree with you. You need to be really strong mentally to cope with those two things. That's why I say I started my social media in 2016 and I was still playing for a big club for Juventus. But I know if I have a bad performance or whatever, I will take my responsibility. But now, like you said, the problem, the player they sign for one team, for example, for United, suddenly they got 3 million followers, and they think they already make it. So it's a disadvantage. It's really difficult for them, and they don't understand. Like I give an example of Marcus Rashford. He's doing a lot of things, charity, giving food to the people from the street. But the fan, they don't want him to be the new Obama. The fan, they want him to score goal.
Exactly.
But the generation changed. I give you Sir Alex Ferguson because he was against all the social media. And I remember the first bring the social media Twitter was Rio Ferdinand. And he said any player is in social media, he won't play anymore. But now, Ferguson is the one calling me. I did a nice video when I had the Scottish kill. And he was like, Patrice, I'm going to send my lawyer. I'm going to sue you because you're laughing about my country. I said, no, boss, it was a joke. He said, I love that video. Send it to me. I'm going to send it to my friend.
Yeah, but if you were playing, come on, Patrice, he would have probably smacked you if you were doing social media.
He will definitely,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he know I will also take my responsibility on the pitch. Why I say I wouldn't do it,
Yeah.
because I know it will distract me. But will be my own choice.
Yeah.
Like in life, I do what I feel is good. But I'll tell you, like I remember Ferguson, you were not even allowed to put some yellow boots, black boots. But the problem Nike, they come with new color because they want to sell more shoes to the kids. And I remember he said, you better play a good game with those shoes. So even wearing like a different color of shoes was pressure on the Ferguson.
And tell us about what is Monday motivation?
So Monday motivation is really funny. I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, I used to hate Monday. Monday is after the weekend. You know, you enjoy. And because of this a motto, slogan, I love this game, I say you need to love every day. So I use the Monday motivation to start the week. And now I create a positive monster because some people, when I don't post on Monday, they're like, oh, now I'm going to have a bad week. I say, well, hold on. I'm doing this because I love it, because I also want people to be happy, because that's what my mom teach me. You know, more people are happy. That's what makes me happy. So the Monday is just like I want to make sure everyone start the week the right way.
It's not because you lost to Arsenal on Monday, huh?
You see? He's already talking about Arsenal. But, you know, you forget, like, how many times, you know, I beat Arsenal?
No, to be honest.
You remember the 3-0? You remember the 8-2?
No.
You want me to? You don't remember all of that? You remember when they clapped me before I came in the pitch because we were champions 3 games before the league finished?
The problem is I remember really
and you
well.
can
He
check
was
the
captain.
picture. Oh, my God.
And he was captain, to be honest, so we can't say no to that. Now, I mean, tell us, for you, I mean, what is the right balance for those players? I mean, you mentioned it, but I want to maybe deep dive into it. So what is the right balance for them to really adjust to media versus...
The right balance, because you need to adapt. This is a new generation. That's why I don't like when the old school player, they're like, oh, they shouldn't do this. No, me, I'm not like that. I'm like, prioritize the football first. Like, training first. Like, work hard. Do the sacrifice. Then, of course, the social media, we can't live without social media now. Because even them, if they want to, you know, send a message around the world or even an interview. I remember sometime some journalists will say something bad about me. Then I couldn't say nothing because I didn't want to talk to the journalists. But now you can use your platform to also answer to the critics or whatever. So they have to do it, but they have to make sure they prioritize football. Like me, I was making sure, even when I was at Juventus, and trust me, it's a really strict club, and the owner, Andrea Agnelli, was, Patrice, you know what, normally I don't let players doing all you're doing, but the way you perform on the pitch, you can see you prioritize, and it's difficult. This new generation, the problem, they don't have like the same value, the same education. I'm from old school, so that's what my mom teach me also. Work hard first. I always say in life, I have 3 philosophies. Work hard, have fun, and make money. So that's my way of seeing like life. But for them, it's really difficult because sometimes the entourage, they don't have the right people. Right to them, they just want them, okay, make sure we get like millions of followers. But people forget the most important, what gives you food is when you work hard, when you're training every single day.
Absolutely.
So that's the balance they need to find.
Absolutely. And if social media was at its peak back in your days, who would be, out of your lineup in Man United, who would be the best influencer and who would be the worst?
I think the best influencer by far will be me.
I knew you'd
I'm
say
not,
this.
no, but I'm not being, I'm telling the truth. You know, I'm talking with my heart. I don't think someone will be better. And Rio also Ferdinand is doing like good
Cristiano
things.
wouldn't be? Cristiano?
No,
Oh,
trust
come
me,
on,
he
man.
won't, he wouldn't be on the top there.
So
He
you'll be
wouldn't be.
number one. Who's the worst?
Wow. The worst, I would say probably Ferguson.
And out of the players?
Out of the player, the worst I will say Wayne Rooney because you remember I spoke with him a week ago and he was like, Patrice, wow, you know, it's not like I don't like what you do, but I won't be able to do it. But I respect it because even my kids, you know, they want those kind of video. But it's just like, oh, you got it or you doesn't got it.
Yeah.
I don't force it. I'm natural. Like you shouldn't trick your fan or like pretending someone you are not. Me, I'm authentic. Sometimes I wake up, I don't even know what kind of video I'm gonna do. But I have that gift when you just put the camera on me, boom, voila, like we say in France.
With this, I can't agree more, to be honest. I mean, give us maybe, Patrice, your best and worst memory in football.
So my best memory in football, people always think I'm gonna talk about 2008 when we win the Champions League. You know, did Arsenal win the Champions League? No, never. You don't know
Final.
anyway.
We reached the final.
He doesn't know what I'm talking about, but it's fine. It's fine.
We reached the final.
And the league. No, I'll be honest with you. You reached the final. I did 5 times the final anyway. But no, the best memory is when I was 70 years old, and when I signed my first contract. I was playing in Italy, and I remember I called my mom, and I said, "Mom, I'm in heaven here. I'm in a paradise. I make it." I say, you know, I'm sitting. It's like 2 fork on one side, 2 knife on one side. We all dress the same. This is amazing because I was coming out from the street and my mom was crying on the phone and I was like people serving us food. So this is, I get like goosebumps because when I talk about my mom, she's really my heroes. But that's my best moment. The worst moment is when we lost against Manchester City 6-0 in Old Trafford. But it's not about the result. It's because before the game, one of my brothers died. And I called my dad and they told me that news. I saw Sir Alex Ferguson. He said, like, Patrice, you can't play. I said, yes, it's fine. Anyway, if I don't play, it's not like my brother will come back alive. So I played that game and I wasn't there. I was just like in the space because I was thinking about, you know, losing one of my brothers. So this is my worst memory.
I mean, it's a tough situation. Maybe, Patrice, give us an advice about let's say the football ecosystem here. You see the country, you see the ambitions for sport and football, and you know our leaders here push us to be leaders across all sectors. Let's be frank, in football we're not there yet. Why do you think so?
You're not there yet, and you know, Khalfan, I'm really honest, is because when you play football, you need that anger, you need that. You know, I grew up in the street. Like I said before, I was begging money to buy a sandwich. And the problem, now the new generation get everything fast. So you need to build that anger. And it's difficult because, you know, when people are Emirati, the government also help you so much. So thanks to Sheikh Ramdam, is amazing. So you need to find the right balance. But I know some players, they come and they play here in Dubai or in UAE. And they say the players are lazy. You know, they want the ball in their feet. They don't want to run. But because that's the kind of lifestyle.
Why? Is it a mindset thing?
It's a mindset. Yeah. It's a mindset. You need to change the mindset. And also,
because the love for the game and the sport.
They got it.
Yeah.
But also, I think Dubai started the wrong way. I remember back in the day, what China did, what Saudi is doing now, Dubai did the same. But they bring the wrong people. They bring the people who want to come here, have a good life, and taking the money instead of developing, you know, the country and developing the players. And I think that's the wrong message. You need to stop copy. You need to stop bringing like people from Europe. No, develop the Emirati. Show them, like make them like travel to different country, to Barcelona, to Manchester, to see and have your own coach, have your own players. You know, when I see the people for the Emirati, they like Mohamed Salah. Mo Salah is from Egypt. He's not an Emirati. Why I don't see any Emirati or UAE player playing for a big club in Europe? That's the goal. That's the goal. That's what they have to do.
And the diversity of the country, 90% is an expat community. Don't you think this will also add value to benefit the UAE nationals as well?
It will add a lot of value. I think, look at the French national team. Most of us, we didn't born in France. We born in Africa. That's why you have to bring like some people. They need to love your country. They need to even learn the language. Like, I speak 6 languages. My next is to speak Arabic, because when I go to meeting, I would like also to speak Arabic. So they need to feel like Emirati. And what I love about here, especially in Dubai, you feel home. It's not many places. You go around the world and you feel welcome like Dubai. That's why, I did a crazy video on Monday. That was the excitement to back home. It was like 4 months. I didn't come back home, and I miss it. Because when I am here, I feel home.
I mean, Patrice, I'd ask you so many questions. I'd spend so many time. We're out of time, and I'll leave you maybe with one last question. Is Manchester blue or red now?
So Manchester, it will always be red. If you ask me the present,
they won the trophy.
no, I know, but I will talk about it. Relax, my friend. Relax. I say it will always about history. When you build a city, it's about the history.
Now.
Okay, how many? I know. Now it's blue.
Here we go.
But
take a video of
the
that.
People, but London is blue also. It's not red.
Okay,
you know that.
We're
Anyway, no, I want to give a lot of credit to Manchester City, and he hurt me to say that, but I'm someone I like to tell the truth. What Sheikh Mansour and Khaldun, what they did is just amazing, and they built something. They built a massive brand, And what I see from the media, when a team, people from the Middle East do something positive, they like to criticize because they're jealous. Because Chelsea, like spend even more money than Manchester City. But we don't hear anything. But when it's City and they win trophy, look how much they spend. No, they're building an amazing brand. Congratulations to them. Like, they win the treble. But I think they got how many? 6 Premier League? On my own, I've got 5. So it's not like they're going to surprise. United, we got 20 Premier League. But credit to them, credit to the job they're doing. And like you say, sometimes we don't live in the past. Because if you live in the past, you're going to live with regret. Don't live in the future because you're going to live with anxiety and stress. The present, yes, City is red.
Yes, and he said don't live in the past, and he needs to remember that Arsenal beat United 3-1 a few weeks ago. So now,
yeah, but they're gonna never they're gonna never win the league.
We're getting there.
Look, last year they were top. I say it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Top of the league all the season, and at the end,
we're
nothing.
Getting there. We were second, we'll get there.
Yeah, we're always getting there.
Inshallah,
You're always getting there.
Inshallah, at some
You're
point
always getting
in
there.
our lifetime. I mean, jokes aside, I mean, Patrice is one of the most genuine people I've met, and what we love about him is that he speaks out his heart and he means everything he says. Apart from the fact that he supports United, I love everything about him. And ladies and gentlemen, I would have stayed with you longer, but thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, bro.
This was a bit...